My biggest thing with this job is working with kids, and you understand that everyone has a bad day. Everyone has a bad time. They could have some situation. Parents are getting divorced. Something is happening. But I love my job because I love making somebody happy and giving them a special day, even if it's for like a half hour, even if it's for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. As long as I know that I made them happy, I made them smile, and made that connection with them. My name is Rosalind Medina, and I am a professional mermaid entertainer. My working name is Mermaid Lanai, and I came up with it because working with children, I found that the name would be easy for them to say. When I was younger, I wanted to work with marine animals, and didn't quite expect the path the way it brought me to where I am now. I started volunteering at the New York Aquarium as a docent into marine animal educator. I specifically wanted to work with dolphins and whales. In 2004, I got married. I was a year into my marriage, and I had a spontaneous pneumothorax. And spontaneous pneumothorax is when your lung collapses. I spoke to the main doctor that cared for me about it. He said, for your breath, you should always have like working out, do something, swimming. And I sat there and I said, you know what? I can do this. I worked with children at the aquarium. I love marine animals. And I mean, swimming in tail should not be that hard. I met a group of people. We spoke about this whole thing and just kind of did a meetup. And it was at that meetup that I eventually decided to go into professional mermaiding. When it comes to connecting with anybody, especially in this day and age, there are a lot of things happening. Children are growing up too fast. Their imaginations are not as large as they used to be way back when. So what I try to do is find a way to connect with the child. I had a little girl who wasn't able to talk, but she saw me and she just hugged me, and all she wanted to do was just sit there and hug me. And I sat there and I told her stories, and we made our connection without even words. And I try to do that with every person, every child I meet. Find a connection with them to make their day even better. Basic mermaid movement especially comes from the core. And the core is like your biggest thing. It's not your feet, it's the core. It helps propel you with your hips and everything. To become a professional mermaid, there are a lot of things you have to learn: CPR, AED training, free diving, which is very important, especially with breath hold. Especially if you're working in an aquarium or working in another place, you have to know how to hold your breath properly without blacking out. You also have to know improv, working with children. You have to know how to handle certain situations and always be what we call prepared. Children have their moments when they go, that's not a real tale, you're not a real mermaid. And I'll tell them, well, I mean, you can think that, but it could be that maybe you're not a real human. Maybe you're an unicorn. Or wait, she might be really good. Did you feel my tail? Did you feel this? Did you feel that? And then they start thinking about it and they're like, yeah. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, and... I find a way to connect with people. Plus, I have a passion for marine animals, for whales and dolphins and fish. I'll tell people about the ocean, how important it is. I'm also giving kids something called a way to find your wave. It's basically find your place in life. As long as I can bring something, the kids are gonna react, and people are gonna react in a positive way. And I try to make sure that everyone has a personal moment and a moment of happiness as well.